Hello everybody, welcome to Binah Tarot. This is Milagros and I'm going to be doing the February love forecasts for each one of the 12 zodiac signs. By the end of the video I will be explaining the guidelines to participate in the St. Valentine's contest, as well as a new promo I will be offering during the month of February. Let's begin. This month I'm going to be using two different tarot decks since it's the month of St. Valentine's. And the first one is a Lover's Path Tarot deck by Kris, Waldherr, and this is going to be for the Celtic Cross. And the second one is the Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette, Baron-Reid, and it is going to be for the advice card. Leo, this is your love forecast for the month of February, and the first card we have is the Three of Staves. And this card speaks about long-term plans, about possible trips, about in some way thinking about how to move forward with your life in regards to a certain situation, in regards to a certain relationship. It is like trying to think, trying to have more of long-term plans and expectations. It might also be thinking about the past, about the things that have left from your life and how you want your life to be moving forward. It might be that the person that is involved with you is living somewhere else, or that you have to travel or move from where this person is living in some way. There is a sense of distance in a way. There is a sense of, it can be also your own independence. It can also mean that you are not sure that you want to get involved 100%, because then that would mean to give up some of the plans that you had for yourself in order to sacrifice them for the relationship. And I say this because we have the Four of Staves crossing, and the Four of Staves is the relationship, is the union itself, is the sense of being together. And this is a challenge. So maybe the difference in plans that you have with this person is what makes this relationship particularly complicated. If you are not into a relationship, then it can be that you are afraid to be in one because you have specific plans that you have made for yourself. And at this point of the year, it seems to be more important for you to build your career, to improve your finances, to dedicate more time to it, rather than to find any specific sense of stability, because we have another three right above you, and this three again speaks about building foundations, about, as you can see in the picture, there is not two people, there is one person specifically, and this person is kind of thinking like, this card represents that you are thinking about learning, about improving, but it speaks mostly about yourself. Even if it has to do with a current relationship, then it is something that you feel, especially you feel, that has to improve. You are ambitious in many ways, which are good, and you are the type of person who is reliable. And if another person or your partner needs some sort of guidance or advice from your end, then it is very likely that they will get it and that they can rely on you. But this is a point in which you feel that you have to strengthen that bond with yourself. Though in the foundation we have the Ace of Cups, so even if you're walking away from a relationship, even if you are going through a hard patch in the relationship and you're trying to be rational and you're trying to keep a cool mind, there are feelings involved. And this is something that exists, whether you want to recognize it or not. Even if you are single right now and you have moved on from a past relationship, then there are some feelings that are still lingering. This card can also mean about the need to love, the need to be loved. That is something that you can delay, let's say, in one way, but you cannot completely ignore because it's there, it's within yourself. But right now you are feeling the need to separate certain things in order to find organization and a new order in your life. In the past, we have the Prince of Staves that represents you when you want something, when you want to chase a target, when you want to be with somebody, when you want to be impulsive, when you want to let the passion and the fire guide you. So in the past, you have probably not given so much thought to these things as you are right now. Or maybe in the past, you had some periods of time in which you just acted by impulse. And right now, that is something like he's looking to the past and he's in the past position. So it's something that you want to walk away from in some way. And right now, you want to be rational. Maybe not focusing in relationships that are going to be long lasting, but mostly some more casual things, or even inside this relationship, maybe what you want is for the time being something that feels a little bit lighter. In the current situation, we have the Prince of Arrows, and the Prince of Arrows representing you means that you are right now going through a stage in which you feel that you have to speak your mind as well. So whatever is going on right now, you feel that you have to be a little bit too tough, a little bit more verbal about the things that you want to say, about how you want to express that things, that you want to target specific things into your life. Just beware of not being way too tough. Just beware of not coming across in a cold way, because we have on the influences on the other person the Nine of Arrows, and the Nine of Arrows speaks about having a difficult time to find a common ground with feelings, with thoughts, actually with thoughts. So the other person is not having a very easy time on him or herself. They are having continuous thoughts about this situation that is happening. If you have split from this person, then it's hard for this person to move on from you as well. This can also mean that there is a sense of guilt. So if they have done something to you, they are feeling guilty about it. But I don't sense an easy energy from the other side. The other side is having to handle their own personal issues, their own personal trouble, their own personal little mess. Maybe it is your words, because we have the arrows and then we have a Nine of Arrows. Maybe it is your words that, or the way that you have behaved towards this person that is making this person a bit confused. Maybe you didn't realize that you came across a little bit harsh, and how this person might be taking it might not be completely clear in this moment. Now, in regards to the unexpected, we have the Power card, and the Power card is the equivalent of the Emperor. So there is a time during the month of February in which you will have to again take the power of the situation. Maybe you will feel the need to show that you want to be the one making the decisions, though it can be the other way around. And maybe there is a time of the month in which you will have to obey some sort of authority, in which you will have to face. If you are married right now, then it can be a part of the year in which you will have to speak. You will have to put yourself through a situation that feels more like a responsibility rather than pleasure, rather than something that you want to do. So there is an annoying responsibility coming up during this month. It can even be work, it can even be something else, but it is going to be something that you will have to do, and you cannot quite escape from it, whatever it is. In regards to the future, there is the Balance card, which is a Justice card, and then we have the Wisdom card. So this is interesting in the sense of we have two major arcanas, and one of them, the Balance card, speaks about trying to find again that sense of equilibrium, that sense of balance, trying to be fair towards yourself, trying to be fair towards your feelings, making a decision based on rationality, making a decision based on what you think that is fair to you and to this person. Maybe there is a needed confrontation or a needed conversation. This card can also speak about it, about some agreement or some deal that you will have to do with this person. Maybe there is something to complete or to be maybe a pending work or conversation that has to be or has to take place during this time, and it's not something that you can quite escape either. I think that that is quite connected to the Power card, which is the responsibility. So there is something due that will have to be taken care of during this month. And then we have the Wisdom card, which is the equivalent of the High Priestess. And normally when I see this card in private readings, in this position, when the card falls here, it means that anything can happen. And this can very well apply to this situation. It can mean that from this conversation that is going to come up with this person, then anything can happen. And you might find yourself being more confused than you were in the beginning of the month. This card can also be regarding secrets and hidden information. So it feels as it is something that you are going to be feeling towards the end of the month. You will feel that you need to connect with your own intuition, that you will need to tap in that feelings that maybe you're trying to ignore because there is some importance to them. And this is as well connected to the Treasure Island card that comes for the advice. And this card tells you to not ignore the blessings that can be around you, to not ignore the opportunities that can be around you, to not stop seeing the light in even the hardest of the situations. Maybe this connection that you have with this person is really important, and you are not seeing it that way because maybe you are too focused on the negatives. Maybe you feel that you have lost the ability to love and to give, but it is still within yourself. This card tells you that that things are not totally lost. They are not lost at all, as a matter of fact. And it is all within yourself to understand. And this is quite connected to the High Priestess card. So there is a lesson during this month that you will find within yourself. Mainly and especially within yourself. There is something new to this situation that is going to be good for yourself. This piece of information, whatever it is, can be on your benefit. But it is up to you to find out what it is, and in order to find it out, you will have to give up a little bit of the rationality and connect a little bit better with your feelings. Even though it is sometimes difficult to dedicate time to it and you're afraid sometimes to get hurt by delving into that feelings again, there is an importance to it during this month. Please bear in mind that this is just a general reading, and if you want more information, you can always check your ascendant, moon sign, and Venus. If you want to book a private reading, you can do it through the links that I am going to be leaving down below, through my Facebook page or through my website. I'm going to be launching a new promo for the month of February into relationship readings, and the price is going to be for a half-an-hour reading price. Instead of $35, it is going to be $29. It's quite similar to this month, but it is going to be especially into relationship readings. I am also linking my normal rate readings of half an hour, 60 minutes, and the therapeutic reading that I am also offering. This month I am going to be launching a new contest, and it is a St. Valentine's contest that is going to be, again, to look into relationships. I am going to be leaving the post that you have to share through Facebook down below. And besides sharing this post in public, so that I can see who has shared it, the only requirement is to like this video and to subscribe to my channel and to like me on Facebook. Thank you very much for watching, for sharing, for subscribing, for your comments and the support I have been receiving since I began this channel. I wish you all a very, very happy month of February. Happy St. Valentine's Day to everybody, and see you all next month. Bye bye.